Well, it's Bill here. Here's my take on a 5-3 loss in Game 2. Well, comeback fell short. Of course, when you take stupid penalties and be an ineffective player and take stupid penalties, yeah, that's you, Wayne Simmons. How do you come back in a game? Yeah, we'll get into it. But again, you're not going to see me being as down as everyone else is probably going to be tonight. Just like I wasn't as up. This is the Leafs. I said, how are they going to react when things don't go their way? But let's take a look at the, Game 3 is a big game. The Leafs show up, maybe. They don't show up. Nice season. We'll see. Let's start the game right off the bat. I've just got one word: sloppy. It was a sloppy start. The Leafs could not connect a pass that didn't hit a skate, that didn't go to the other team. They could not find a simple 5-foot pass that hit the stick of the tape. It was sloppy to start off the game. I then turned over to my wife and said, they got to survive the first period because this is just awful. This is just sloppy. Yeah, they had some chances. They had an alright power play, but it was sloppy. Like, no, Mikheyev, it was like a hot potato on a stick. Engvall, hot potato on a stick. Every player, hot potato on the stick. It just wasn't comfortable. And the Leafs nearly got through the first period, but then we realized that we have Jake Muzzin on the team. And inexplicably, it's not inexplicably, the guy's just an awful defenseman. If you can go back through my videos, I've told you since Game 1, that Jake Muzzin is an awful defenseman. I'm going to also go back to a Game 1 video of another player that I've been very critical of. And again, we might have to put his picture on a milk box or an AKB out for him because I haven't seen him. But Jake Muzzin's an awful defenseman, and he makes an awful play. There is absolutely no reason with the time on the clock to chase a puck and leave a player in front of your net by himself. Brody was close enough. What you do is you play in the middle. There's no way. What's Kucherov going to shoot off his backhand from 15 feet out, going down on the ice because he had to dive for it? That's not the play, Muzzin. The play is to cover the guy who's in front of your goddamn net. The guy who's sitting there beside your net, right beside your goalie, that's the guy you cover. No, Muzzin, who just is honestly terrible. Did he play an all right first game? Maybe, but the whole team played well. Tampa showed up. This is where Muzzin, and by the way, Muzzin was on the ice for, I believe, 4 of their goals and had a horrible line change which caused the 5th. These are just facts. Watch the fucking game. Jake Muzzin is not an NHL defenseman. And again, he showed why he's not an NHL defenseman again tonight. And the Leafs loose. So we'll get into that. We'll get into a little bit more of what Jake Muzzin did later. But complete horrible Jake Muzzin. 1.4 seconds left. They put it on the board. They did not survive the first period of sloppiness. All right, what are you going to get in the second period? Well, you're going to get a little bit of the same in the second period. Again, the Corey Perry goal. Let's go through it. Horrible defensive sequence by Muzzin in the zone. They clear it. Him and Brody go for a line change. Line change is not quick enough. Hedman catches it. Perry gets behind. And yes, I know Muzzin and Brody weren't on the ice, but it wasn't like Lyubushkin had a shot here. Riley, they didn't have a shot. They're a late change. Riley's got to take the far guy, and you got to hope Lyubushkin catches up. I mean, it wasn't Lyubushkin's fault. It looks like it's Lyubushkin's fault because the guy's behind him, and you go, how did that guy get behind Lyubushkin? Take a look at the replay. Brody going off the ice with Muzzin. That's how he got behind. Terrible line change. It is now 2-0. And I apologize to everyone else, but that was due to horrible Muzzin coverage in the zone, which led to tired change, which led to Corey Perry getting behind, and it is now 2-0. Perfect. Where do we go from here? Well, we actually have, this is what I wanted to see. What would happen for the Leafs? Would they bounce back or react to it? And I am happy to say Matthews and Marner did give a flying fadoo. We'll talk about the other players. They did give a flying fadoo. Matthews, big hit. Chip out to Marner. Nice pass to Bunting. It's 2-1. Momentum's on your side. And then Jake Muzzin can't make a simple play on the boards. The puck is rimmed around the boards. All he's got to do is stop the puck. That's all he's got to do. $5.75 million of friggin' awful defensemen who, by the way, should be pulled next game for Hall. Probably should have. Hall's not great either, don't get me wrong. But that play is a simple play. It's even on his side. It's on the left side. And he can't stop a puck being ringed around the boards when he's there by himself, which causes Tampa Bay to have the opportunity right to the net. And then Wayne Simmons, piece of garbage, takes a horrible penalty. I would ask, what has Wayne Simmons done all year? I'll wait. Anyone? Has he been an effective forward? No. Did he take a stupid penalty? And he took another one later. We'll get into that in just a sec. These are the players that cost us. I love how the Leafs say you bring in leadership. What the frig has Wayne Simmons won? What has Jason Spezza won? What has John Tavares won? What have these guys won? Leadership. That's leadership, taking a stupid penalty. You're 2-1, you've got the momentum. A veteran defenseman can't make an easy play, which causes nearly to go in. Campbell had to make an amazing save. Then after he makes the amazing save, Simmons takes a penalty. Power play. You know the power play is not going to suck for Tampa Bay 2 straight games. It is now 3-1. The momentum is killed. And at that point, any other line that went out other than Matthews, and I would say Engvall was in the play. Mikheyev tried. It was just like a hot potato tonight. It wasn't his night. Every other line was terrible. At no point did I think the other lines had a chance of scoring. Not a tinker's damn of scoring. The only line you could count on for at least some quality chances was Matthews' line. All right, 3-1. Terrible. And we start off the period with Jake Muzzin not taking a guy in front of the net. It is now 4-1. Watch the play. Hagel gets the bang at home. He could have set up a tent, had a party. Jake Muzzin. Being Jake Muzzin. Can't play defense. He's a god-awful defenseman. He's the worst defenseman. He's the worst defenseman in this series. I would argue, personally, he might be the worst defenseman in the NHL. And I'm not joking. This is not some kind of joke. Watch him play and try to convince me that he's an actual defenseman. Brandon Hagel, welcome to the Tampa Bay Lightning. You get your first playoff goal. Here I have it. You know, I'll compare this. Do you think if Lyubushkin was on the ice, that would have ended up a little bit differently than how Hagel got it? Watch Lyubushkin take a guy to the net. Watch Riley I'm not joking. Watch Riley take a guy to the net. Then watch Muzzin. We then have the Wayne Simmons show again because he's got to just get his name out there. Wayne Simmons, really, really tough, bud, with a little cross check and put him right on your goalie too. That's fat balloon kind of stuff because he did that in the first period. But at least he threw the other team and got a penalty and threw him into the other team's goalie. Didn't throw him into our team's goalie. Like Maroon put him into the other team's. He put him into Campbell. Simmons says, I'm going to dump a guy right into Campbell, my own goalie. Brilliant, bud. Really, I can't. You're just a Scarborough guy. Just so excited to have you on the team. You're a joke. And here's the thing that really pisses me off. He comes out of the box after the goal and Keith puts him back on the ice. Way to learn your lesson. Way to coach, Keith. What was the point of that? Well, then he tries to throw a hit. Ooh, you only cost the team 2 goals, Wayne. Get that hit, bud. Get that hit. And let's just make a little point there. Braden Point was by himself in front of the net. And who was on the ice? Oh, yeah. Jake Muzzin. What penalties he killing? By the way, he was on the third goal, because he was screening when Kucherov scored. When Simmons took the penalty the second period. Just a great combination, this Simmons-Muzzin combination. Fantastic combination. Both should be in the press box. Both. No one's going to mention it, and people are going to be, oh, Muzzin, oh, Simmons, oh. You can't criticize them, I guess. I don't know. And there's going to be another guy who I'm going to criticize here, but no one will criticize him here, just as whatever. But anyways, Marner gets a nice goal. Beautiful penalty kill. They got the power play on the next one. The refs were awful all night, let's be honest. The refs were absolutely atrocious. There were a couple penalties that were penalties. The Simmons penalties are penalties. The Nylander trip, he kicked the guy's foot out. That's a penalty. The Labushkin one, I'm still trying to find. It might be there somewhere. I don't know what he did. And there were a couple things that, Kucherov gets the cross-check in front of the ref, and there's just no call. This is just the NHL, I guess. As long as it's like a star player that goes and cross-checks a guy, it don't matter. Right in front of the ref, cross-checks Riley. No big deal. Yeah, play was over. So you get a free cross-check. It's the NHL, it's the rules, and the Leafs don't play by those rules, because the Leafs should be doing that stuff too, but they don't. The bunting call, I don't even know what to say on that. Maybe he did something with a stick. It didn't look like it, but it was a far angle. I don't know. I didn't even see that Braden Point call wasn't that great, but it doesn't matter. The refs were awful. That's what it is, but that's not the reason why the Leafs lost. It was dumb penalties by Simmons and having Jake Muzzin on the ice at any time during a playoff game. The other thing I'm going to ask everyone, this is just something that drives me crazy. And again, you go back to my first videos, you can go through my videos. John Tavares is not an NHL hockey player. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he even starts on the fourth line for Tampa Bay. I really don't. I'm going to ask you a question. In this series, who's been more effective, Corey Perry or John Tavares? I'll wait again. Tell me which player's been less effective. Tell me the player that you'd rather have on your team right now. John Tavares or Corey Perry? Corey Perry is the fourth line center for the Tampa Bay Lightning. That means that John Tavares would not even be playing for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He wouldn't be on the ice. And he shouldn't be on the ice for us, the Leafs. I will ask another question. What has John Tavares done in this series other than win a faceoff? Did he win a puck battle tonight? Did anyone see him? Should we put him on a milk box? Because I didn't see him. I haven't seen him for 2 games. Now, if I give you Corey Perry's salary versus John Tavares' John Tavares is the 5th highest paid player in the NHL. He's higher paid than Mitch Marner. And you've heard me go on about Mitch Marner's contract. John Tavares can't skate. The game is too fast for him. He can't. Someone debate me. Someone challenge me. I want someone in the comments to tell me what John Tavares adds to this goddamn team. Oh, he sits in front of the net, Bill. Fuck, I can do that. He jams things home. No, he doesn't. Here's another thing that John Tavares, he can't skate. And he kills a power play when you go to his side. Because the minute he gets the puck, he can't stick handle either. Why in the world is John Tavares not held accountable? Why is Keith not held accountable? Tell me, on the first power play line, who would you rather have? Bunting, who, by the way, sits in front of the net. He does the same thing Tavares does, except he can skate. And when he gets the puck, he seems to be able to do more with it. Honestly, what is John... My only question for John Tavares, as I've stated before, he wouldn't even be the 4th line center for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He wouldn't. He's not even their 4th line center. Yet, we pay the guy $11 million and call him our 2nd line center. Braden Point ate his lunch all night long. And he'll keep eating his lunch. And it probably won't be Braden Point in game 3. It'll be Kucherov and Stamkos that eat his lunch all night long. He is not good enough. Now, I will state, I don't know if it's a popular opinion. You can call me an idiot. I don't care what you call me. I watch the games. Tell me, Spezza or Tavares? Oh, wait. I'm not a big fan of Spezza, by the way. But do you think it's that big of a gap between Jason Spezza and John Tavares right now? Spezza can outskate Tavares. Spezza can stick handle Tavares. The only thing Spezza can't do that Tavares can't do, win a draw. So you tell me what's more important. I would go with Jason Spezza over John Tavares right now. It's a joke. Now, if John Tavares was making $3 million, $4 million, he's not. He's making more than Mitch Marner. He's making just under what Austin Matthews does. And tell me, in 2 games, name one play that he did that was effective. What I see him do is can't skate. So the winger, playing with Mikheyev, that's a waste of Mikheyev's talent. Mikheyev blows by him. Tavares is still sitting trying to catch him. It's a joke. Kerfoot, yeah, good luck. Kerfoot's gone. Tavares, I guess I don't know, he's pulling up the rear. Unless we sign Jason Allison and maybe Bill Root back. Those are the 2 players that Tavares could probably keep up with. This is going to be the problem. Now, can Marner and Matthews and Riley and Campbell, like, again, I like the way he battled all night. I can't really think of a goal that was just a shitty goal. There wasn't one that was a crap goal. If they can stand on their heads and we get Engvall and Mikheyev and Camp handling the puck like it's not a hot potato, which I think they can do. You get Nylander to do something. Don't put Nylander with Tavares. That's a waste of his talent. Put Nylander with, I don't know. I don't like him with Camp and Engvall. It's not a bad line. Get Simmons and Clifford, the 2 bums, out of the lineup. Put Spezza and put another talented forward in as someone who might score a goal. I don't care about the hits. It's not going to win a hitting contest against Tampa Bay Lightning. And by the way, when we're down 5-1, he's just taking bad penalty after bad penalty. Where Tampa started a line scrum and kicked the crap out of people, we just take stupid penalties. Simmons just takes stupid penalties. All ineffective, all terrible. They had no value. Put some talent in there. Let's see what happens. Now, you can say, Bill, wow, you're really, really tough on Tavares. Then that's fine. Put in the comments what he did. I'd love to hear from someone else what John Tavares did in these 2 games. Just give me one play where he actually did anything other than winning a draw. The winning the draw, he's got that one down. They have game 3 on Friday. This is going to be a big game. I don't have high expectations. As I said, when they won game 1, I'm not sold yet. I liked the way, there were some good signs. I liked the way that Campbell competed. I liked the way that Matthews and Marner competed. The big players on the team competed. One guy can't compete because the game's passed them by. But everyone else was competing. Nylander took the night off. That's a little disgusting. But let's see what happens in game 3. This is, everything went against you. Do they show up for game 3? We'll find out on Friday. That's when I'll do my next video. Cheers.